Now, if y'all could see how I got this damn camera ghetto rigged up here, y'all would be so very ashamed. What I will say is that it involves sex toys, flower pots, and duct tape to bring you today's production. Anyways, after yesterday's debacle, okay, with plant mail, I had to take a break. I couldn't. Yes, Lord, my plant mail has finally arrived. Y'all already know what this means. It's time for. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here's my plan. Here's my plan. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. My plan, all right. My plan, okay. I couldn't get into this. I couldn't get myself into the zone of really caring about this. Now, don't mind my plant table either. I've been over here potting up stuff. I'm always working. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this stuff because I don't know if y'all know or wherever you are in the world, because I know I got a lot of fans over in South Africa. USPS, that's the United States Postal Service, is trash. It's absolutely and totally trash. This was supposed to be here on Monday. This came from Florida. I'm in the Midwest. It's traveled a long distance to end up here. So I'm not confident that what's in here is going to be viable. So, anyways, we are going to go ahead and unbox this. We're going to go ahead and start first with Miss Alocasia Jacqueline, which is a plant that I already have, but I want to try to transfer one to semi-hydro. So this one will be like a little test because my big baby, I don't want to risk um, the shock to the system of that plant. And a lot of times, um, the big plants don't transfer well to semi-hydro, at least when it comes to allocation. Okay, so Jacqueline, she looking halfway. Damn, how they got this shit taped in here? She looking halfway decent. The leaves are green. I see a little bit of something on this leaf. Um, I don't see no bugs or anything. This is my first time ordering from this seller, so don't matter how many times I've ordered from your ass. I don't trust no nigga. I don't trust no bitch. I don't trust no dog. I don't trust nobody when it comes to bugs showing up to live in my collection. I've had, you know, bugs come through and go through my collection like the supermarket sweep and take everything out. So I don't trust nobody, especially not a new seller. This is in good condition. It's in a little plug. I think that this will do good to transfer over to semi-hydro. I'm hoping that she won't die, but if she does die, she dies. Because the reality is that I just want to get something that I can test out semi-hydro on as far wise as allocation and not have the material be my mature plant. So that plant is fine. The other plant that she sent me is a bonus plant, and I think it's because it took a while for me to get my order even shipped out. It was days and days and days after I placed the order before it even shipped. And it looks like the extra plant that they sent me, this is just a little pink Photonia plug. Not something I'm going to be excited about. Not anything that I plan on doing anything with. But that was very nice of the seller of sending that to me because the reality is they didn't have to. The main reason why I placed this order is this plant right here. I don't know if y'all know what this is or not, but I do. And if anything died, I would want it to be something else in the order and not this. Now, first and foremost, the dirt in this pot has completely and totally fell out of the pot. It looks like the pot got smashed Um, it's not packaged the best. That's what I'm gonna say. It's definitely not packaged the best because there was nothing protecting this from being smashed like it currently is. Um, this is literally just floating around inside of this pot. So the my most important plant that I ordered, he looking rough. He really is looking rough. Now I'm not going to try to transfer this one to semi-hydro. And the reason for that is because this plant is sort of mature. Too mature to be trying to play around with. Or should I? Should I try to? I don't know. I don't know. This is the most important plant that I ordered, but this is Alocasia Dragon's Breath, and as you can see, he is looking very, 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 very rough, but it's been a long ride. It's been an extremely long trip for this plant, or these two plants, and USPS did not do a good job of handling the package, which I'm absolutely not surprised about at all. And it's going to be some recovery time for him. It is. It's going to be some recovery that goes into getting him back to where he needs to be. But I am not confident that I'm going to try to switch that plant over to semi-hydro because, like I said, it's a more mature plant. And when you take a plant that is where this plant is at and try to transfer it over to semi-hydro, the results may not be very good. So this is what we got in the plant mail. Look, there's a leaf that then dried up and crusted off. This is Alocasia Dragon's Breath. It looks fairly decent. I'm happy with it. I'm not mad about it. It's just really going to depend on how the plant bounces back once I pot it up. I'm not sure about how tough this soil is on here. Let's see. Because if it's not, I don't know, y'all. I don't think I'm going to try to put this in semi-hydro. Because this is a wish list plant for me. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do this and leave it in the soil like it came, and then I'll try another plant, order another plant and move it over to semi-hydro because I just don't see myself messing over this plant like this. Actually, I think I have a perfect pot for this. I don't think that this plant is big enough to put into a wick and grow pot yet, but I can move it over to a little white pot that I have. Hold on, let me go grab it. I think he would be beautiful in something like this. We'll kick the dead hole out that's in the pot. This person that was in this pot, that's a man down situation with them. And then we can just go ahead and transfer the Alocasia over to that. The cool part too about this pot is it does have a wicking system down in the bottom. So I would be able to easily keep on top of the actual soil moisture for this plant. I can mix in some of my granules and call it a day, you know. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy is what's really important. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. I'm going to just go ahead and hit this soil that's on the table right here with some of this feed. All right. Go ahead and get a little fertilizer. Get a little fertilizer going. Get a little life-giving action going. We're going to take the hole that's back here in the back, take it out of this pot, and then this soil that is here, I'm just gonna mix this up with a little Saint. We ain't gonna do nothing too crazy, because this stuff here that I have on the table has a lot of peat in it, and that's going to be good for moisture retention for the Alocasia, because that's one of the things that it's going to need, right? But I do want to make sure that there's enough drainage to where this soil doesn't end up in a situation where it's staying really, really moist for too long, because that's a problem. And then I want to mix a little chunkiness in here, just so we know that we're not getting too much water sitting on the roots. We're gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go ahead and pot that up in there. All right. And we can see how deep these need to be in here, because I don't think they are gonna need to be all that deep into the pot. Right? So what's gonna be the front? This the front right here? Y'all, this the front. They're gonna be the front right here. I feel like that's gonna be the front. Which direction these hoes are gonna be facing? Because the reality is I don't want my leaves facing multiple directions. So we're gonna have this be the front. And then we just gonna go ahead and get some sorrel in there. Right? Got a little life going on. Pot it up. Don't want to pot it up too deep. And then just give it a little shake. Shake it like a salt shaker. Give it a little shake. Make sure that it's nice and firm in its new home. And the cool part about the pot that we are using is that that pot will have a reservoir down in the bottom where I can just fill this up with water and sit the plant in there, and the plant will be able to wick up water from the bottom of this self-watering pot. But this is how she will present in this pot. I'm gonna go ahead and water it up though, clean up that pot, and then come back later to show how it turns out. Because for now, it's looking real raggedy, right? All right, y'all, I'll be back later. Peace.